1908, and the world is in the midst of an industrial revolution. The Model T is setting the standard for the reliable car which everyone can afford. The industries powering this revolution are relying on mechanical packings as the best way to seal fluids. In the years since 1908, society has changed tremendously, making increasing demands on all industries. As automotive designs progressed, with new materials and technologies, so has mechanical packing improved its value and performance by combining the innovations of advanced technologies with the tradition of low cost and reliability. The Model T was the best value car of its time. And from the beginning, mechanical packings have been the best sealing value, costing less to buy and less to use than any other valve and pump sealing method. One cross-section of packing can seal several different shaft sizes. Many times that same spool can be used for both pumps and valves, and every pump packing can seal both rotary and reciprocating pumps. Add a few more spools of different styles and sizes, and you can effectively seal most of the fluid processing equipment on your plant, and seal almost any fluid under a wide range of temperature and pressure conditions. Everyone could learn to drive the Model T. Mechanical packings have always been simple to install, so every engineer could install them easily and reliably. No detailed measurements are required, and the steps are much simpler than those for other sealing methods. New engineers quickly become familiar with proper installation techniques. The engineer doesn't have to dismantle the pump for either packing changes or impeller adjustments. The reliability of the Model T is legendary. Over many years, mechanical packings have demonstrated their own exceptional reliability. Performance in valves and pumps is predictable, with little chance of the catastrophic failure that's possible with other sealing methods. Packings will operate effectively in new equipment and older equipment, even with worn shafts or excessive runout. For valves, for rotary and reciprocating pumps, mechanical packings have been the best sealing choice for decades. As time passed, drivers demanded more, and the automotive industry responded by developing improved models. They turned to sophisticated new materials. Packings manufacturers have also developed new materials to create packings which can achieve superior performance in modern equipment. Researchers analyzed many natural and man-made compounds before discovering the best fiber materials. Materials like aramid and glass with extremely high tensile strengths to handle high pressures and fast shaft speeds. Materials like PTFE with its high resistance to chemicals for sealing a wide range of corrosive fluids. The latest generation of fiber materials are carbon and graphite with wide chemical resistance, high temperature capability, high tensile strength, low coefficient of friction. All the physical characteristics of ideal packing fibers. The demand for higher performance requires new lubricants. Lubricants which improve sealing performance and extend packing life. Laboratory tests prove that materials with low coefficients of friction, like PTFE, silicone and graphite, significantly reduce frictional heat buildup in pump packings. Research chemists identified superior valve packing lubricants like molybdenum disulfide and tungsten disulfide, which inhibit valve stem corrosion and decrease the porosity of the braid. New materials call for new assembly techniques. There are a variety of braid styles and constructions which enhance the performance of the new fibers and lubricants. Research engineers developed spun, filament, and combination yarns, each with unique advantages and applications. Different braid styles were designed to meet specific sealing requirements. There's square braid, braid over core, interbraid, By calendaring natural graphite into a sheet, packing engineers perfected graphite tape, which is flexible and resilient and suitable for critical high-temperature operations. For applications which experience severe changes of pressure and temperature, like the critical valves in nuclear or process industries, packing manufacturers designed custom-engineered packing sets. These packing sets use special split die-formed rings made by compressing graphite tape. High-purity carbon bushings shorten deep stuffing boxes so the rings are properly compressed. One type of custom set uses braided carbon end rings as anti-extrusion rings. Another style uses rings with wedge-shaped cross-sections, which reduces stem friction drastically. This style is ideal for motor and air-operated valves. For valves which experience severe thermal cycling or are frequently cycled, spring washers can be added to the gland bolts in a live-loaded configuration. With the spring washers keeping even pressure on the gland, optimum sealing is maintained during pressure surges and thermal cycling. Fewer gland readjustments are necessary. New fibers, new lubricants, new constructions, custom-engineered sets. These are the innovations of modern packings. With a wide variety of styles, there's a mechanical packing which will work reliably in nearly every sealing application you have. Fugitive emissions from valves and pumps contribute to your total plant emissions, all of which are controlled by local or national legislative authorities. The US Environmental Protection Agency has set standards which limit valve emissions to 500 ppm for many chemicals and processes. Similar controls are being developed in Europe, with increasingly tighter restrictions likely in the future. Research and testing programs conducted by packing manufacturers have proven that modern packing systems can not only meet the current standards, but also future ones as well. A sealing system of braided graphite packing with braided carbon end rings was installed into unreconditioned valves taken directly from the field. After over 1,000 stem cycles, emission readings were consistently below 100 ppm. This graphite and carbon packing system can seal high pressures and can handle most petrochemicals, hydrocarbons and corrosives found in petrochemical plants. For valves which experience pressure or thermal cycling, custom-engineered sets of die-formed rings provide low-emission performance. Add live loading and critical valves, and valves in inaccessible locations can operate reliably without gland readjustments. Valves sealing high-pressure, high-temperature fluids, such as steam, can be sealed with braid-over core packings with a wire jacket. This style is strong enough to resist extrusion at high pressures and high temperatures, with no visible leakage. Various raw materials can be braided together to provide a wide range of reliable and economical sealing solutions. Your critical pump applications call for high-performance pump packing. Pump packing made with carbon and graphite yarns and graphite lubricants will run with reduced startup leakage and very low leakage rates. This premium packing can operate in a wide range of temperatures, pressures and shaft speeds, so you can stock less inventory and still seal most of your pumps. Field results demonstrate that the advanced lubricants reduce the amount of flush required. Operational costs are reduced and the product is less diluted. Your pumps and valves which are operating at lower temperatures and pressures can be sealed economically with general service packings. Packings made with carbon and composite fibers and impregnated with PTFE or silicone lubricants have all the characteristics of a superior packing: resilience, strength, and chemical resistance. Many of these packings can be used equally effectively on both valves and pumps, saving even more by reducing the variety of materials you need to hold in stock. When it's time to choose valve packings, critical pump packings, general service packings, there is a place where you can get accurate information: the European Sealing Association. The members of the Packings Division of the European Sealing Association are the leading manufacturers of mechanical packings in the world. Drawing on decades of packing experience and knowledge, members publish technical articles, pamphlets, and reference manuals with information about packing styles and selection. The members are committed to helping you use packings efficiently and economically. Good designs always improve with changing needs. As innovations keep mechanical packing performance in step with industrial requirements, its traditions of economy, value, and reliable sealing remain unchanged.